Okay, so greetings, everybody. What's going on? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know who it is. It is the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober, the undisputed queen of dark-skinned Rashida Strober, the creator of the first platform in history for dark-skinned Rashida Strober, the creator of the first online platform in history for dark-skinned Rashida Strober, the woman who brought the entire topic of dark skin to the internet. The woman who everybody said was crazy. They said, what the hell is a dark skinned activist? They mocked me, then they copied me. But right now, today, you're listening to the original, the sincere, from my heart. No bull, no lies, straight up from here. Not for views, not to build a channel, none of that. I was doing dark skin activism back in 1998 when nobody cared to speak about it. Understand me clearly. When people said, Rashida, you're crazy for focusing only on dark skin. And now I look up ever since 2015, when I had that beef with Kendrick Lamar calling out his darkism, everybody and their mama has ripped off the dark skin activists. But guess what? I'm here to let the whole world know there's only one. You could rip me off. You could try to water it down. You could use other females or males to copy me. You're not the dark-skinned activist. There's only one dark-skinned activist, the originator. And you looking at her, Rashida Strober, the undisputed queen of dark skin. First woman in history to start a dark skin movement. Now, with that being said, let me be clear. Let me be clear, because there's a lot of people out here, y'all already know what it is, that's ripping off my work. But let me be clear. I'm not saying today that Phil Advise is one of those people, because let me say this. Hold on, let me wipe my glass off here. Let me wipe my glass off here real quick. Because you know what? Y'all know I'm an honest person. Y'all know I'm not a liar and a manipulator and a schemer, and I set myself apart from other YouTubers in the Black YouTuber sphere. I set myself apart as an honest, upright, moral, and ethical person. Now, I may not speak the way you want me to speak, because I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to please you. I'm not here to kiss your ass. I don't do that. I'm here to speak the truth, to tell the truth, because the truth is what's going to set us free in the end. The truth is what's going to come out in the end. Make no mistake about it. And let me say something about Phil Advise. I never thought that I would be coming on here saying this about him, but let me just preface this whole thing with saying, Phil Advise, you don't have the right to speak about dark-skinned women. You don't have the right. Now, let me say this. I actually like Phil Advise. I was actually on his show probably about 2 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? I was on his show, and I never thought for 1 minute, and maybe this is me being naive, thinking that, oh, because a black man brings me up on his platform, that he loves dark-skinned women, that he's team dark-skinned. But let me tell y'all something. As the world's first dark-skinned activist, I done took the real hits, hit after hit after hit, and I have discovered that just because somebody invites you up on their show, just because somebody mentions your name, they ain't always on your team. But I never, ever, ever, ever thought that Phil Advise did not have at least a black woman. I never thought, until y'all already know what it is, what has came out. Let me also say this. When I was on the Sunday Rumble, probably about 2 months ago with O'Shea Duke Jackson, shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Phil Advise, you were the only one. You did say this, and I will give you your credit. You said that Rashida Strober, and y'all could go play back that Rumble and listen. You did give me credit for bringing the entire discussion of dark skin to the internet. You said out of your mouth that I was the first. You said that. And I really respected you. And honestly, to be honest with you, I respect you right now for saying that. You know why I respect you for saying that? Because I always deal in what is truth. You told the truth. You came out amongst, and apparently you must have been following all these people that have been ripping off the work of the world's first and only dark-skinned activists, the copyright infringers. Apparently you must know something about that, because you did. You came out and said on O'Shea Duke Jackson's Sunday Rumble that I was a part of the panel for about 2 months ago. You said, Rashida, yes, you were the first person to ever bring this topic of dark skin to the internet. You gave me my credit. And I respected you for that then, and I respect you for that now. Because see, I could separate I'm the type of person that's like this. I could separate a person's good points and their bad points. And I could always step up to the plate, and I could always be woman enough to say, give that person credit. And I'm giving Phil Advise, I'm about to call him Dr. Phil. Oh my God. I'm giving Phil Advise credit for telling the truth about Rashida Strober being the world's first dark-skinned activist and being the first person to bring the issue, the topic of dark skin on the internet in a sea of all these people on YouTube right now who have ripped off and stolen my intellectual property. So I'm going to always say thank you for that. And I'm going to always respect you for that. I'm going to always also say thank you as well for bringing me up on the Advise show, because you did do that. And I actually went up on his show twice. The second time, there was something going on with the recording where we could not finish the recording. So with Phil Advise, honestly, I don't have a beef with Phil Advise. I don't. The thing that I'm calling out with him is my shock. What y'all are witnessing me talk about right now is my sheer and utter devastation and shock, given the fact, Phil Advise. And see, with you, it's kind of like, I'm kind of like, because number one, you're a dark-skinned man. And y'all already know that I'm the world's first dark-skinned activist, and I advocate for all dark-skinned people, male and female. So number one, you're a dark-skinned man, and I know you done experienced darkism at some point in your lifetime. But how can you, and this is my question to you, and this is why I'm disappointed, and this is why I don't feel that you have a right to speak on behalf of a dark-skinned female when your wife is not a dark-skinned female. That, my friend, is a contradiction. And y'all know, if you really have followed the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, because it's only one, copy me, mock me, water me down, do whatever you want. It's the original, the original. Let's get that straight. The thing is this. The contradiction lies in the fact that you do not lay down every day with a dark-skinned woman. So how on earth can you, and this is what I go off of. I go off a person's sincerity. If I don't feel you sincere, like I know these people rip me up, they're not sincere. I keep telling y'all this. I keep letting y'all know this. In the age of YouTube, from a person that's been the dark-skinned activist since 1998, I know sincerity when I see it. Shout out to Cola Booth. You always gonna be my number one. I love you. You've been the mother of the dark skin movement. Shout out to Cola Booth. You know I love you. Always gonna love you. You're the only one that gets my respect when it comes down to talking about dark skin, because you are the real one, and I love you. But see, in the age of YouTube, what I am sick of is people using my struggle, ripping me off for views, for money. And y'all already know I done talked about light-skinned Lucifer. Light-skinned Lucifer with that long, good hair, that baby hair. Y'all already know I done talked about crispy burnt chicken. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know. So when I look around me and I see these people in the YouTube age, in the social media age, exploiting, because that's what it is. And I'm not a part of that, because I've been the dark-skinned activist. As Phil Advise admitted, I brought the whole discussion topic of dark skin to the internet, shut the internet down when I pretty much let the world know what the dark-skinned activists thought about Kendrick Lamar and ushered in a new topic of discussion that was never even heard of. But that came from my sincerity. Hold up. That came from my originality. That came from 20 plus years of real dark-skinned activist work. Understand me clearly. It ain't come from me watching nobody YouTube video. Don't ever get it up. It ain't come from me copying somebody and creating a derivative channel. It ain't come from me having an interview with the dark-skinned activists and then going and turning my channel into Rashida Strober's philosophy and opinions on dark skin. It ain't come from that, boo. It came from me growing up as a dark-skinned child, looking for somebody to do what I do. Nobody was doing it. Nobody was talking about dark skin. Oh, nobody. And then it took me saying, you know what? I'm going to be that change that I want to see. Shout out to Barack Obama for coming up with that, whoever came up with that on his campaign team, because I don't steal. I don't plagiarize. Let's keep it 100. That's where it came from. It came from my real struggle. And then what I did in 1998, I decided I'm going to talk about dark skin only. And then what I did, I went on a crusade in my family, talk about dark skin only. The first person in the world to do this. Nobody ever did this before me. And if you say you did, I'll prove you wrong. I'll break you all the way down. I done had celebrities on reality TV shows copying my storyline. I done had people taking little females copying everything I do, but none of these people, it came from my heart. I'm telling you the origin story, the originator. And this is why I have a problem. My main problem with you is you as a black man, a dark-skinned black man. There is no way that I could buy you coming on saying anything in advocation for a dark-skinned black woman when you don't got one. That was my problem with Kendrick Lamar. Let's see, I'm consistent. I don't lie. This is what everybody is ripping off. They're creating watered down versions of Rashida Strober, but you can never be Rashida Strober. You're probably watching me now. I'm not surprised because I don't watch these people. I'm gonna tell y'all how Phil advised how it came about. In the recommendation section on YouTube, y'all know how they recommend videos. His video just popped up. I wasn't going to even do no live today. When I seen that, I seen him talk about, let me see if I can go pull up the video. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I got to come on here and talk about this. I cannot. The title of the video, dance coach told black girl on team her skin is too dark to be in dance performance. Hold up. Come on, man. Let me tell y'all, people are in the YouTube age getting views, making money off of the struggle of dark-skinned women. And I'm telling you right now, these people are not sincere. None of them. I can't respect none of you because I already know the deal. You're doing it for views, and nobody can accuse me of that because I've been the dark-skinned activist since 1998 when nobody cared. When there was no YouTube, I was been on the dark-skinned activist tour. I was been touring in my community. I was been giving lectures only on dark skin, the first person to do it. And that's why I will come out and speak against anybody that I feel is infringing and plagiarizing and ripping off my work. And let me tell you something. I don't feel that Phil Advise is doing that. I don't feel that Phil Advise is one of the infringers. Let's be clear. But given the fact that he does not have a dark-skinned woman as a wife, you're not legit. It's a question of legitimacy. Same thing with Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar, you're not legit. You're not legit. You was up here putting dark skin women in your video for clout. You're not legit, but that's not who you're married to. So here it is, 2019. I'm saying the same thing. That lets you know who the real deal. Rashida Strober is the real deal. I don't play. That's what it is. Upset me so much that I had to come on here and do an impromptu on this thing. I had to do an impromptu on this thing because we're not finished to do this. We're not finna do this and get away with it. I'm not finna keep allowing people to sit up here and talk about dark skin and monetize off of it and get away with it. No, we not fit to do this. No. So I want y'all to understand clearly what I am saying here. Unlike the other people that I have already done called out who are infringers, Rashida Strober, trademark copyright infringers, I don't put Phil Advise in that category. The reason why I'm talking about Phil Advise is because you don't have a dark-skinned wife. And more importantly, let me say this, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that you could come on a social media platform knowing how do you sleep at night. I don't understand. Commercial break here because I gotta take a quick little break. Commercial break. By the way, on the commercial break, make sure y'all go to my GoFundMe. Make sure y'all go to my PayPal and make that donation. I am dropping that link, boom, right there in the description box. I'm just highly disappointed. A lot of my upsetness, a lot of my anger, a lot of my rage comes from just being disappointed. You understand what I'm saying? Being disappointed in what these people are doing. Hold on, let me share my screen right quick. Commercial break. I cannot express to y'all how disappointed, let me straighten out my thing here. I cannot stress to y'all how disappointed more than anything that I am in Feel Advised. Because let me go back. When I ended up on his show, let me tell you something. The man treated me with the utmost respect. Like I said, I don't have a problem with Feel Advised at all, outside from what I feel is hypocrisy. Because and that's the reason why I'm upset. That's the reason why I'm disappointed. That's the reason why I'm hurt. Because all of these things are the reason why I started dark skin activism. At the root of dark skin activism is to bring the Black man back to the dark skinned woman. And when I say bring the Black man back, I'm talking about marrying. I'm not talking about making a dark skinned woman into a baby mama. I'm talking about marrying, and I'm talking about building families. And so just to realize that this man is not actually with a dark-skinned woman, but it's such a contradiction. You brought me onto your show. You treated me graciously and with respect. And, you know, to be honest with y'all, this is my first time making a video. When this news first came out, I was one of the ones that said, look, somebody contacted me. One of my supporters, they contacted me and they said, Rashida, do you know what's going on? Just like they always do. Somebody contacted me about the Kendrick Lamar. Do you know what's going on? And they always put me in this stuff. I do not go looking for this stuff. I don't. Darkism comes to me. That's what it is. Somebody contacted me and they asked me if I knew what was going on with the Feel Advised situation. And they asked me what my opinion. I was like, what? I always do my investigation. I don't want to just come out. Well, I like facts. I'm not fit to come out on somebody and just be like, you know. So I was, and when this information was first released, I was actually very hurt about it. Because like I said, I had no reason not to like this man. This man brought me on his platform, was very gracious to me, you know, and even after he, you know, I was on, shout out to Minister Jap. I was on Minister Jap's show when this stuff had first came out, and I did give my opinion. Even after I gave my opinion, he kind of called me out. But then he still told the truth and said, yeah, you was the first person to bring the issue of dark skin to the internet. So I have respect for him. But what I cannot respect is you speaking on Black issues. And now, particularly dark skin. Don't talk about dark skinned women. No, you don't have a right to do that no more. Because again, it's not legitimate. I can't take it seriously. I can't take it from a place of sincerity. A person like you that has a huge platform that obviously all the platforms want to grow and get views. I see it as, oh, this is just another topic for me to get views off of. Now I'm putting you in a class with everybody else who's just using dark-skinned women simply to get views. I have a problem with that. I've been used by Black people on YouTube. Black people have ripped me off. Let me tell you something. People be emailing me, talk about take this video down. I ain't taking down a thing. I ain't doing nothing because I'm telling the truth. Black people on YouTube have used the God of me. All y'all should be paying me. Every last one of y'all should be paying Rashida Strober. You know, you come, you watch my commentary. I've been interviewed by people. Y'all monetize that. I got people that done ripped off my work, created derivative channels. Rashida Strober is probably the most used up Black woman, dark-skinned Black woman in social media history, and I'm tired of it. Everybody called me crazy and a fool when I called out Kendrick Lamar. Everybody said, what in the hell is a dark-skinned activist? But they all wanted a piece of what I was talking about because they only wanted to use me to get their views up, like light-skinned Lucifer. You only wanted to use me as a catalyst to get your views up because you knew that people was paying attention to what I was saying. Y'all are, man, some of y'all are the most exploitative. Some of the most exploitative. And y'all talk about non-Black people exploiting Black people. Oh, we already know the history of that. We already know that. That ain't nothing new. But it's a crying shame It's a crime shame. You understand what I'm saying? I'm finna do a little bit of screen sharing just to give people a little history of how the whole topic of dark skin came to the internet via the one and only world's first dark skin activist, because it went through nobody else. Everybody is ripping me off and stealing from me right now to this day. Hold up. It's just real sad that when somebody comes out, and this whole post right here came from my heart and soul. It wasn't nothing concocted. I'm the real deal. I didn't say, let me go do this so I could go viral. I didn't say, let me go make these comments because I want views. I've been doing the work of dark skin activism since 1998. But everybody went and made YouTube videos and people started stealing my content. Then you had people like The Breakfast Club that come out and made me donkey of the day. Angela Yee talking her little trash talk about me. And then I look up and I see everybody and their mama now ripping off my work. And again, I ain't putting I keep calling him Dr. Phil. I'm sorry. I'm not putting Phil in the category of the plagiarist. I'm putting Phil in the category of the hold up, let me go back. Of the I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed that you're not living that life that you speak about on your channel. You talk about Black issues. Now you make this video about this dark-skinned woman, but you don't go to sleep with one. This is the commentary that made Rashida Strober internet famous that everybody said was crazy, and now they ripping off. Now they stealing. What? You're not the dark-skinned activist. Back to Phil. This is the contradiction. This is the problem that I'm having, people. And it's hard. I'm not going to tell y'all no lie. This is hard for me to get over. And this one really bothers me because I actually like Phil as a person. I didn't feel nothing shady coming from him like I felt from some of these other YouTubers. Y'all know I done called them out. I didn't feel none of that from him. I felt like he was being straightforward with me. But then the contradiction, the irony comes in when you're actually not. Because I'm thinking that you got at least a Black wife, but your wife ain't even Black. You and Kendrick Lamar are in the same company. Let me tell y'all something. You're in the same category. Just like Kendrick Lamar, you don't have the right to sit there and be throwing these dark skin women up in your video when you know that's not what it is with you. You're just doing it to make it appear that, yeah, I'm a part of this whole Black thing. I'm just so tired of being used. I'm the poster child for being one of the most used up dark-skinned women on social media, and I've never gotten my just due. And I'm so sick of these people using my dark-skinned activist struggle, my real struggle, the real struggle, not the fake shit. They could never concoct or go through what I've been through. They could rip it off and copy. They could pretend. They could talk about it, but you're not real. That's the problem. You're not real. You're not real. There's only one dark-skinned activist. Y'all, this is so disappointing to me. This is like, man, let me tell y'all something. This is so disappointing. I am like very, very disappointed. And I could not believe, I absolutely could not believe when I saw that video recommendation. I'm looking like, wait a minute, what is going on? What is going on here? Wait a minute. We all know it's all widely known throughout Black YouTube that you have a non-Black wife. But now you have the audacity to continue to talk about Black women, especially in the capacity of dark-skinned women. Come on, stop. Stop the presses. And your non-Black wife, she's sitting back co-signing this. You're getting all you've gotten your views and your channel built off of Black oppression. Speaking on Black oppression. This is right. Y'all should be upset about this. This is upsetting. This is what I'm talking about, how we get used and abused and abused and abused. Now we being used and abused just for views, just to build up a channel, and nothing's changed. I'm sickened by it. When I look at the aggregate of how people have ripped me off on YouTube, said I was crazy, mocked me like hell for calling myself the dark-skinned activist, then try to go behind my back and steal the brand. You understand what I'm saying? And then to see people that don't even, you're not even with a black woman, come out and use your channel. Y'all are, this is exploitation of dark-skinned activism. This is exploitation. This is sick. When are people going to wake up? When are people going to wake up? During slavery, we worked for free and was exploited like hell. This is modern day slavery. This is oppression. I'm the most oppressed dark-skinned woman on YouTube. Everybody is stolen from me and ripped me off. You can say what you want, but you can't prove me wrong. Try to prove me wrong. That's the thing I noticed. Nobody can ever come out and prove me wrong. You sit back and hear me talk, but nobody could ever come out with viable facts to prove me wrong. Do it. I challenge you. You're going to get intellectually beat. It's going to take a very strong, intelligent individual to beat me. And even then, you won't beat me intellectually because you're not going to beat me based upon what is factual. What is factual? Because I'm a truth teller. Oh my God, they're all, y'all, I feel it's just sometimes there are no words to describe the level of exploitation, the level of abuse, because this is what it is that's going on YouTube. I'm speaking in terms of Rashida Strober. I have been abused by Black YouTubers. I have been exploited by Black YouTubers. I have been stolen from, and I'm the dark-skinned woman in the history of YouTube that has been abused the most, ripped off the most, stolen from the most. And I'm telling y'all somebody else, y'all could disagree with me all y'all want. I might not watch her, but I'm honest. I'm honest. I'm honest. Wendy Williams. Black women, y'all owe a debt to Wendy Williams. Y'all sit here, y'all make gossip channels. Wendy Williams did that. She built that lane. And I'm not a Wendy Williams fan, but I'm honest. I tell the truth. I tell the truth. And that's what separates me from the rest of y'all. Y'all are not honest. Y'all are not truth tellers. Y'all are steal from a baby. If a baby made a channel, a little old baby made a channel, y'all will watch that little baby channel and y'all are steal from a baby. Y'all will rip a little baby off. Y'all are ruthless. And y'all talk about non-Black people. I love when people come talking about non-Black people and what they're doing to us. No, it's what are we doing to each other? Ripping each other off, stealing from each other, exploiting each other, taking from each other. That's what we're doing. I'm not in that because I ain't never took from nobody. I done came on YouTube and social media and raised all kinds of money. Yes. What a sniper. If a little baby made a channel, they'll come and watch that baby and study that baby and rip the little baby off because they don't care. There's no ethics. There's no morals. There's no originality. Sick. And y'all say, y'all look at me, y'all say I'm arrogant. Y'all say I don't care about none of this. I'm just saying what y'all have called me. Call me whatever. Go ahead. Y'all say I'm arrogant. Y'all say I'm a narcissist. Let me tell you something. I don't watch other YouTubers. I don't watch other Black YouTubers. I don't. Call me whatever. Call me arrogant. Call me arrogant all you want. Call me a hater. From day one, I don't watch other Black YouTubers. I admit it. And one of the reasons why is because I like to keep myself pure and real. So when you watching Rashida Strober, you're not going to be watching somebody else. You're watching Rashida. Because I'm unaffected by what these other people are doing, because that's exactly how I want to be. And for better or worse, for right or wrong, it doesn't matter. I'm doing me, and I'm not ripping nobody off. I'm not stealing from nobody. I'm sick of it. Black people got to do better. And this is the reason why I'm not even, a lot of y'all I ain't even dealing with. I'm telling you straight up truth. Because you got to prove your ethics and morals. I prove mine, and I always come with receipts. When I deal with a person, it's always going to be from an ethical point of view. It's always going to be generally from a respectful point of view. If you're respectful to me, I'm going to, obviously, I'm going to be respectful to you. And if we can't do that, I cut you off. I'm done. I'm out. I'm not even going to waste my time. Because I believe in ethics and morals. But a lot of us on here, out here in these, as they say, YouTube streets, you don't got it. You don't got the ethics. You might have the views. Good. Continue. The owners of slavery, the people that ran slavery, they had all the money. That didn't mean that slavery was ethical. They had all this wealth. That didn't mean that slavery was right. So I don't care about your views. I don't care about your followers. I don't care about none of that. You're not ethical. You're not ethical. You're not a righteous person. I like righteous people. That's what means something to me. That's what speaks to me, not you talking in your YouTube video. You don't mean nothing to me. And quiet as it's kept, even the people's shows that I've been on, I don't even watch their channels. Y'all call me arrogant. Go ahead. I don't care. If I don't watch these people's channels. I just don't. Y'all want to know what type of channels I watch on YouTube? If it's about veganism and running, then we could work something. That's beneficial to me. But see, I'm from the old school of the real conscious Black people. My father was in the Nation of Islam for 30 years, on the ground, a soldier, setting up mosques. That's what I know about. I don't know about these people coming up on YouTube talking. You don't move me like that. These people that's coming up, so-called conscious, you don't move me like that. I've been in conscious movements, for real. So I'm unbothered. I'm unmoved by you. So that's why I don't watch these people. I don't watch them. I can't say I don't watch no Black person, but these set of YouTubers, I never watched them. Even before I started coming onto YouTube, y'all would be so surprised to know. People used to ask me, do you know who this person is? I'd be like, no. I've had people ask me to comment on certain people. And I told them I can't comment on the person because I don't follow the person and I don't know who the person is. The main Black female, let me tell y'all, the main Black female that I have ever followed or watched online is, y'all should already know who I'm gonna say. I'm gonna see if anybody know who I'm finna say. I'm finna see if somebody know who I'm finna say. Somebody that's really been paying attention to Rashida Strober. It's only one female, only one that I followed on social media who's worthy of me following. You're actually worthy and I respect you. It's only one. Can anybody name this person? Thank you, Misunderstanding. Thank you, Jim 6. Thank you, Water Sniper. Thank you, Operation Next Up, Cola Booth. Cola Booth? Because Cola Booth from day one, Cola Booth done took them hits for dark skin. Nobody is above Cola Booth. Nobody tops her. I don't care how many of you have ripped her off. I don't care how many of you have ripped Rashida Strober off. Nobody tops Cola Booth, because in the 90s, when nobody spoke about dark skin, this woman was on the ground rolling with it. And I'm going to always love Cola Booth for that. You're number one. The rest of these, I ain't got time for y'all. Who are you? Ripping off and stealing from people. Why should I respect you? I could never respect anybody like that. It's one thing to be inspired, but it's a total another thing when you're taking. And this is what we do, Black YouTube. And this is why none of you have to work real hard to gain my respect. Real hard. Because like I said, I've had people send me videos of people. I wouldn't watch them. For what? What is their track record off of YouTube? I'm not going to sit and watch a YouTube video. I'm from the intellectual school. I have a master's degree where we actually read and research. I don't get my knowledge and understanding from watching somebody's YouTube video. I'm above that. And you should be too. Let's keep it real. I'm not gonna, you are dealing with a college educated woman. And I'm saying that not to be arrogant, as some of y'all gonna call me arrogant. Be my guest. I could care less. I'm saying that because I believe in intellectual discourse that comes from solid research. And the book, the written word, is still queen king. That's just what it is. Y'all could say, I've even had people come to me who watch my videos or watch somebody else's video. And they say, do you have a book that you can recommend? That lets me know that you're not going to be able to get away from book learning. Exactly. And that's their problem, Bold and Beautiful. You said people don't read books anymore. That's the problem. If y'all think for 1 minute that the YouTube is going to replace universities and colleges, you're crazy. Go to some university or college, talk about, I watched this video on YouTube, and now I'm an expert on it. Are you crazy? What? I wouldn't even waste my time. I'm gonna keep it moving. So I don't watch people on YouTube. Now, I will tell you this, if you send me something by a person that wrote a book on something, I would be more inclined to say, okay, let me go check out this person's book, because I know that I'm going to actually have to think. When I'm reading the written word, I got to think, as opposed to sitting watching somebody talk. I'm getting their point of view, and I don't know if that person has learned or what. And that's fine, but I would be more inclined to go sit down and read a book rather than watch a YouTube video. I would never, that's beneath me. Now, what I would be willing to do is supplement. After I've read up on a topic, then I don't mind going and watching maybe some YouTube videos that is supplemental, so I can compare and contrast. But if you think for 1 minute that you're going to get away from the written word, then stop teaching your kids how to read. How about that? Stop teaching children how to read. And I got my daughter hooked on phonics, a set system right over there. I taught my son and daughter how to read based on hooked on phonics. I need to throw my hooked on phonics in the garbage. Because let me tell you something. When you in school, them children in school, reading levels are everything, honey. Reading levels are everything. Reading levels are everything. So if you think for 1 minute that YouTube is going to replace reading, intellectual discourse that comes from actual reading, you're crazy. So with that being said, y'all want to send me something? Don't send me nobody YouTube video. Because I'm telling you right now, if it's not about veganism or running, I'm probably not going to watch it. If you want me to delve into somebody's philosophy and opinion, shout out to the great Marcus Garvey, you better send me a book that they wrote. And I'll go buy that book and I'll sit there and I'll eat it up and read it, dissect it, come back and dissect it and review it. Because that's intellectual discourse. That's the real deal. And I'm not saying that people shouldn't come on YouTube and have a YouTube channel and talk about whatever topic. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that people believing and taking people's words because maybe they have a big following and taking that person as the Lord of something or the master of something makes no sense. It makes no sense. I'm disappointed in Phil Advise. And I got to keep saying it. I don't got no beef with Phil Advise regarding the copyright infringement of the dark skin activists. That's not where I'm coming from. My problem is your wife ain't dark skinned. It's so simple. The truth is simplistic. I ain't gotta add. Shout out to RBR Network. I watched your live the other day and it was excellent. Y'all was going in. You be going RBR. You be going in, real brother. Real Brother Radio Network. Oh my God. Man, let me tell you. I'm disappointed in Phil, and I'm actually hurt by it, because you're making all these topics on dark skin, not just dark skin, but on Black people, and you're not living it. And I'm disappointed in any Black man that's not living what they talk about. Your whole channel is about Black issues. How could you not live that life? And the highest reflection of that is to be with a Black. That's just like me coming on here, and I would never do this. All the stuff that I talk about Black issues, about being an activist, not only the dark skin activist, because I've been a real activist. That's why I can't respect these people on YouTube. Tell me your background and your history before you came on YouTube. That's would be my first question. Run down your resume before you came on YouTube. Let me see it. Let me critique it. Let me analyze it. And I'm saying that from a point because I'm trying to gouge whether you real or not, because that's what we got to do in this day and age. When you coming on and talking about Black issues, what were you doing prior to YouTube? And if I can't see you with any type of track record prior to YouTube, to me, you suspect. That's Rashida Strober's opinion. I don't need people to agree. I don't care. That's how I feel about it, because I put in work. And I'm still putting in work. And I can't respect other people who don't put in work. People can say, oh, it's changing. I don't care about none of that. This is my fucking feelings, how I feel about it. And I have a right to feel about how I feel about it. And I don't need you to like it or agree. I'm telling you how I feel about it. I'm telling you what my standards are. Stop exploiting dark-skinned women for views. Because you'll never be able to duplicate why I created dark-skinned activism. You'll never be able to go back in my life when I was a little girl being abused for dark skin and I decided to make a movement out of it. None of you have done that. And you can't duplicate that. You can make up stuff now that you're listening to me, because that's what a lot of you do. You listen, y'all secretly listen to Rashida Strober. That's what y'all do. Everybody knows who I am on Black. Don't get it up. People come on here talk. I'm gonna make a whole live about Rashida Strober views, Rashida Strober YouTube views, and give the history of that as well. On how when I shut my channel down, YouTube shut down the views. The way that I came to know O'Shea. How do you think I came to know who O'Shea was? And this is no shot at O'Shea at all. I'm just giving y'all some history here. O'Shea made a video about me. I didn't even know who he was. I look up what that dude named Tito something. He started it. I forgot his name. Tito. I don't know if he still make videos or not. These dudes knew about me. All from Tommy Sotomayor, all of them. They knew about me first. So don't try to sit up here and act like they know who I am. Same thing with light-skinned Lucifer. I already showed y'all the receipts on that. He contacted me in April of 2015. They know, these are big YouTubers. They know who little Rashida Strober is. I got that, just that much impact. Don't get it up, because some of y'all got it twisted. I'm here to let you know, these people contacted me. That means they're watching me. Okay? Crispy Burnt Chicken took my videos and put it on one of her social media networks. That means you was watching me. But y'all want to talk about subs and numbers? Explain, how did these people know who I was and I didn't know who they was? Explain that. For people that want to talk about numbers, how did these big YouTubers know who Rashida Strober was, but Rashida didn't know who they was? I'll wait. This is for those that want to come talk about hollering about numbers. You can't beat me on the facts. Now, I can't say that if Phil advised, because I contacted Phil advised. I can't say that if Star, shout out to Star, I contacted Star. I cannot say that of Sonetta, I contacted Sonetta. See how honest I am? Crispy burnt chicken. Crispy burnt up, toe up chicken. Crispy burnt. Give me some crispy burnt chicken so I could shut the window. Child, please. Y'all got to explain that. And nobody can explain it because I'm actually telling the truth. That's why I come on here and tell y'all the truth. Whether you like me or not is irrelevant to me. I don't even care. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth about everything. Crispy burnt chicken, crispy burnt black chicken. I do not like crispy burnt black chicken. I do not eat crispy burnt black chicken. I'm a vegan. So I'm above crispy burnt black chicken. Yes, vegans are above crispy, burnt, nasty, greasy, dirty, filthy, burnt black chicken. There you have it. Can't get mad at me because I'm a vegan and I don't eat that crispy burnt chicken. You mad about that? I ain't trying to kill myself eating crispy burnt chicken. I like my health. Why be mad? Why be upset? It doesn't make any sense. Again, I want to get back on field. I'm very disappointed. Out of all the people that I talked about, I'm gonna tell you, he is the one that, and I know it's because of the positive interaction that I had with this brother. You're right, Shay 91, apparently. And it's just, like I said, the positive interaction that I had with him, you know, and that right there is just, it's a loss for dark-skinned activism. You know, you're a loss. Feel advised, your stance and your lifestyle it's truly a loss for dark-skinned activism, because you've had me on your platform speaking about darkism, especially the ways that darkism impacts Black women. Dark-skinned women are impacted the most by darkism. And for you to not have a dark-skinned woman by your side, and you have a channel that is based on speaking on Black issues, is just one of the it's a huge disappointment. It's just, y'all, this is really bad. And then you add an insult to injury by continuing to talk about dark-skinned female issues. And that lets me know this is now turning into exploitation. It's not real. It's not real. It's all false. These people are giving us false hope. They're not real, and it's painful. It's painful for a young Black woman, a young dark-skinned woman, to run across one of your videos, because I was one of them women. There was a lot of singers that I looked up to growing up in the 90s. And when I grew up and I found out that these men were not into dark-skinned women, it hurt my feelings. It hurt me. I was upset. And it created a lot of conflict in my head. It created a lot of confusion because I couldn't understand why. Why? That's the question. That's the question. Why do you talk about Black issues? Why are you talking about a dark-skinned woman and you don't have one laying next to you every night? Why? I, as a dark-skinned Black woman, deserves to know that. If you talk about my skin tone and my gender as a dark-skinned woman, I deserve an answer from you. I deserve an answer from you. And I deserve for you to stop talking about dark-skinned women. Keep dark-skinned women out your mouth. Don't even talk about us. I think that that's the least you could do. And it's sad because again, y'all got to understand, I had a personal interaction with this man. And it was a good interaction. That's why it's kind of knocked my head a little bit. But I got to call the BS when I see it. Shout out to Operation Exodus, Mississippi. Make sure y'all go and support this brother's channel. Operation Exodus, Mississippi. I just got to call the BS when I see it. It's really a very painful and emotional thing. Because I told y'all I've been to dark-skinned activists. Unlike these people ripping me off, they can never be me. You can never be Rashida, the dark-skinned activist, where dark-skinned activism came out of. I have experienced this before, this type of thing before with Black men. So it's like opening up an old wound. Exactly, Motor Mouth, Afro Kid. That's exactly my point. And I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of, YouTube. I can't fault YouTube, but I'm saying I'm sick and tired of us using YouTube as a means to exploit our own. Because this is straight up exploitation. I feel exploited. I feel that there's no authenticity. Nobody's real anymore. Nobody's honest. Everybody just on here to put up a front, except for me, because what y'all see is what y'all get. And people that have met me at one of my plays or darkism talks, they know what it is. They know exactly what it is. What you see on YouTube is exactly what you're going to get in person. You're not going to get, now I might be a little calmer, I ain't going to tell you no lie. I mean, I'm not always up here, but I'm usually up here when somebody has done something that is worthy of me taking it up a notch. You understand what I'm saying? But what you see on YouTube is what you will get in person with me. You're not going to get any fake foolishness. You're not going to see me. Yes, you did. Operation Exodus, Mississippi. And I can say the same of it. Well, thank you. You think I'm fun. Well, thank you very much. What you gonna see is what you get in person. You're not going to get nothing different because I don't got nothing to hide. I don't got nothing to hide at all. I already told y'all. I told y'all straight up. I got a light-skinned boyfriend. I got a light. So I tell y'all straight up. I done opened my light. I say y'all should be paying me. I'm like a reality show. I'm like a live show. People done said this to me before. Y'all need to be paying me. What? In fact, let me drop my GoFundMe and my PayPal in there. Where is my money at? What you see is what you get. You're not finna hear me up here. You go do your research on me. I had a dark-skinned husband I was married to for 10 years. And then I had one light-skinned boy. Some of y'all don't even met my former light-skinned boyfriend before the light-skinned boyfriend I got now. My point is, what you see on here is what you're going to get in person. It's just crazy. This is just so, oh Lord, so disappointing. Because I wanted to continue to like Phil. He's one of the people that I could say I wanted to like. I don't say that about a lot of people. Y'all don't. For years, I wouldn't watch a Tommy Sotomayor video. Didn't even know who the dude was. I wouldn't even watch his video. But Phil, I wanted to like him. But you are such a disappointment to me right now as a black man. I can't even put it into words how I really feel, how the hurt and the pain that I feel, because it's another black man that has a platform, because you do have a platform. You're no different than these celebrity black men. You're not different. I see you as the same. I put you in the same Kendrick Lamar category. You're no different. And I thought you was different, and I wanted you to be different. You're a part of the problem regarding the same black community problem you talk about. You're a part of the problem. Any black man that's not with his own woman, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. You're a part of the problem because you're taking the resources. Make no mistake, marriage is a partnership with resources. You're taking the resources out of the black community. It's so disappointing. It's so disappointing. And I know that, you know, my words are probably not going to change the heart and minds of these people. I'm not going to change them. They're going to keep doing what they're doing. You know? And, you know, I don't make videos about people just to drag them or just to talk about them. Y'all are never going to see me come on YouTube and make a video and just to be talking about somebody just because I want to be a mean person and drag that person. That's not how I operate. Somebody has to actually do something. You got to do something to me or do something that's not, then I, you know. So this is not about, I want to be very clear because again, I'm fighting with myself because I have respect. I had respect for this man. But at the same time, I know that it's very hypocritical to talk black but sleep non-black, to talk dark skin but sleep non-dark skin. You can't do that. That's hypocrisy. It's exploitation. It's exploitation of dark-skinned women. It's one thing when we got people like light-skinned Lucifer that's clearly exploiting dark-skinned women. You are an exploiter. You are one of the biggest exploiters of dark-skinned women on YouTube. You're horrible. You are a terrible person. You're evil. You're wicked. You're manipulative. You're underhanded. You exploited me. You stole my work. You lied to YouTube. This person is a light-skinned Lucifer. That's why I'm calling the person light-skinned Lucifer, because that's exactly what they are, the devil. Nothing but not only are you the devil, you're a demon based on your own behavior of manipulation, theft, lies. This is what some of these people do behind the scenes. They go to YouTube and they lie and they manipulate. And then they come to y'all smiling and talking all softly. With their little soft, sweet voices. That's what the devil does. That's what the devil does. The devil comes to manipulate and steal from people. It's just terrible. Like I said, I cannot tell y'all how disappointed I am. I want to let everybody know that I'm going to be performing sometime sometime this year. I'm going to be performing my live show on the Dark Skin Activist Tour. And I don't have a date yet, but as soon as I get a date, believe me, guys, I will be letting you know. Just want to let everybody know to look out for that particular date. And if you go to my website, give me a second. If you go to my website, darkskinactivist.com, you guys will be able to keep up with what I'm doing. And the Dark Skin Activist Tour just features my plays about dark skin. I write plays only about dark skin. I'm the first person in history to create a career out of only dark skin, which consists of my plays and my books and my darkism lectures and all those wonderful things that I do. And in 2019, I will be producing another show because I produce shows yearly. And if you would like to assist with that, go make a donation. Go make a donation. Support Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. I'm the first person in history to be an activist for dark skin. People refuse to give me my credit. That's why I respected Phil, because he actually did give me my credit. And it's so upsetting and it's so ironic that this man would not be with a black or dark-skinned woman. It's so upsetting to me. You know how you just want something to be and it's not, and you're so upset about it? This is one of those situations. This is one of those situations. Oh my God, make a donation. You can make a thank you to the person that just made a donation today. I want to appreciate you for that. Candace, I see your name on there. Thank you, Candace. If you are still watching, I want to say thank you very much. Also, if you want to go to my PayPal, you can definitely make a donation at my PayPal, which is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. And I also will put the information in the chat box again. And the information is always going to be in the description box. Okay, I put the information in the chat box. And wait a minute. You saw somebody coming on here saying I'm just mad because Phil is doing big things. Hold on a second. If you just listen to this video that when I first started, I just clearly said that I still have respect for Phil, and I respect him as a person because, you know, I went on his channel and was able to represent my views as the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. So this has nothing to do with that. I also said that feel is not one of the people that is infringing on my copyright. So, this has nothing to do with that. This simply has to do with someone who is not married to or with a dark-skinned Black woman or a Black woman, but speaks about their issues and how hypocritical that is. And I have a right to call it out because I'm a part of that class. I'm a dark-skinned woman. I have a right to call it out. I understand exactly what you're saying, Shay 91. I understand exactly where you're coming from. It's just I'm telling y'all why I feel the way I feel based on the facts. That's what I'm doing right now. And it's just not right. It's not right for him to continue to speak on and exploit Black issues. And you're not even married to a Black woman. That's the least. That is the very least that you can do. You could be a part of the solution. Do you know how meaningful it would be if, he could come on and say, I got this big channel where I'm talking about Black issues. I'm talking about dark skin. And here's my beautiful Black queen. I would hope that she would be a dark skinned Black queen, because y'all already know exactly what it is with me. But if he could come on and say, here's my beautiful Black queen, my beautiful dark skin. Do you know how much more powerful and authentic and real and honest that would be? Do you know? I just don't know what to say anymore. I just know that I'm tired as a dark-skinned Black woman of being exploited. I'm tired of people using my story and my struggle and my history for their own economic gain. I'm tired of Black men coming onto YouTube who know that they don't care about dark-skinned women. They would never date a dark-skinned woman, but they'll have no problem coming on a channel and talking about dark-skinned women for views. It's just exploitation over and over and over again. It's just online now. It's no different. It went from the streets to the YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? It's no different. And it's still the same amount of pain. It's still the same rejection, because I feel rejected. Given the fact that you don't have a dark-skinned wife, I feel rejected. That to me is pure rejection. You're saying, dark-skinned Black woman, I don't want you. You're saying, dark-skinned Black woman, you're not good enough for me. You are a walking contradiction. When is this going to stop? When are we going to get some ethics and morals? When? I agree with you. Trying to read some of the comments here. The radical sister, you said YouTube supports these frauds. That's what our enemy does. I agree. But again, the thing is, I put the responsibility on us to be moral, ethical, and upright. We still have a responsibility to, when I think about moral, ethical, upright people in our community, Malcolm X, I don't care what nobody say about Malcolm X. Nobody could ever take away my love for Malcolm X, because one thing I know about Malcolm X is once he became a part of the nation, he never looked back. And I'm talking about his morals and ethics. It's hard to find a moral, ethical, honest person. Where are they? That's what I respect. Not more than anything else, more than your money. You can't buy me with your money. It's not going to work. You can't buy me with whatever else. What moves me is the honest, especially when we talk about leadership, which YouTube people, y'all are not leaders. Let me say this. Black YouTubers, you're not leaders. You damn sure ain't my leader. I don't subscribe to you and what you say. You're not my God at all. You're not my leader. You're not one bit. And I agree, Operation Exodus, Mississippi. You know, and so going back to Malcolm and my father, shout out to my late father, Samuel X. If I could find so-called leaders, black leaders like that, y'all ain't on that caliber. Y'all ain't on that level. Cause see, Malcolm X was out here. Once he turned, it was no turning back. Y'all are so beneath that. Y'all got a lot of, and myself as well. But one thing I am is very ethical, and I'm not a liar. I tell the truth. So in that sense, I am above y'all. Yeah, I'll have to give myself credit for that, because I don't lie. I tell you straight up what it is. You might have a problem with my delivery. That's a lot of people's critique. I don't give a fuck if you got a problem with my delivery. I don't care about none of that. But what you can never call me is a liar. I'm an honest person. And what we have in today's age is a bunch of lying, unethical people in our community. They don't care about the community. They don't care about the community. They don't care about dark-skinned women. I have learned that the hard way. They do not care about you. I told y'all light-skinned Lucifer don't care about y'all. Y'all sitting up there watching all his videos, helping him get them views. They don't care. All they care about is exploitation. They use you and discard you. They don't care. This is why I have no problem raising my voice and talking, because you can't stop me. I've been speaking before YouTube and social media. If you think for 1 minute you're going to stop me and stop what I do, you done lost your mind. You can't stop me. I'm unbothered and unintimidated by you. I'm a soldier, the real kind, not the YouTube kind, the fake YouTube kind that's coming on here for views. You understand what I'm saying? I am the real kind that'll sit down, have dinner with you, and look you in your eye and say exactly what I say on YouTube. I'll look in your face. This ain't gonna just be for no, oh, let me go hop on a panel or let me go do a debate. So let's get these views up. I've done that. I've already been there and done that. If I see you and we sitting down at the table face to face, you're gonna get the same thing. I don't backtrack unless you bring me some facts that can make me backtrack and say, you know what, I was wrong. Based upon the facts, I'm gonna change my theory. I'm gonna change my rhetoric based on what is factual, what is true. But other than that, you're gonna get exactly what you see on YouTube. You're not gonna get nothing else. So the challenge is, these folks got to come up to my level, my moral and ethical level. That's what I need. It does matter, CC Snipes. You're a lie, and the truth of God is not in you. You're a liar. It does matter. You're a liar. It does matter. How dare you come up on here and say that it doesn't matter if his wife is black when this man's whole channel is based on talking about black issues? How dare you? It does matter. Unbelievable to come on here and say something like that. This is the hypocrisy that I'm talking about. Absolute, complete insanity in what they're trying to do. What I feel that some of these people are trying to do is they're trying to just get rid of us. They're trying to just get rid of us. They'll use us and make money off of us, but really, let's just get rid of them. Let's find a way to get rid of them. And I'm against genocide. I am against genocide. You're not going to get rid of me. I have a right to be here just like you. I gave birth to you. I gave birth to you. Green light, you up here talking about, does my light-skinned boyfriend donate to me? Green light, why don't you donate $1,000 to me? Why don't you donate $1,000 to me? Because I feel that you're trying to be shady right now by continuing to ask, does your light-skinned boy, maybe I need to do a whole live on, does Rashida light-skinned boyfriend donate to her? Let me put my donation here, because I love these people that come on here with this hateration stuff, worrying about who donating to me. You should be worried about, are you donating? Where's your contribution? Where's your contribution? You up here asking me if my light-skinned boyfriend donate to me. Does my light-skinned boyfriend donate to me? Does my light-skinned boyfriend donate to me? My goodness. And you think I ain't gonna say nothing about it. Some of y'all think that because you say stuff that I won't attack it head on. I will. I will address it. And same thing with you, Ocean Breeze. You don't need to worry about if my light-skinned boyfriend is donating to me. What you need to worry about, are you donating? Have you put your money up? Because you coming up on here enjoying this content for free. For free. Where's your donation? Where's your donation? I'm telling you. Doesn't make any sense. Let me put my in fact, hold up. Let me share my screen again, just to make them mad about the donations. I'm gonna keep talking. Now you're up here running your mouth about donations. Let me just share my screen again. My GoFundMe is right here. Be sure to go ahead and make a donation. The link is in the description box. It's also in the chat box. I placed it in there multiple times. If you would like to go ahead and make a donation to my my PayPal, you can go ahead and do that. The PayPal email address is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. And I am in need of at least $1 million now that they started talking about donations. Because what they're doing, what y'all trying to do is y'all trying to throw shade at me for asking for donations. But the thing about Rashida Strober is Rashida Strober actually produces. I continue to produce. I produce show after show after show. In fact, I've over-delivered. I've also written more books on dark skin than anyone in the world. And I've also given away my books for free for years. My book, How to Be the Hottest, where is it at? How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet. I've given that book away. There it is right there. I've given that book away for free. I paid my dues. People should have no problem donating to me. And anybody that's trying to make a mockery of it, shame on you. You should have no problem making an investment when I have invested and given to the people over and over. This is the exploitation that I'm talking about. The thanks that I have been given for giving away this book for free is to have someone on YouTube infringe on my intellectual property copyright. That's the thanks. Instead of saying, you know what? Rashida Strober is giving away her stuff for free. Rashida Strober has given free community lectures on darkism for free. Rashida Strober has helped put together events in the community for free that deal with Black issues and darkism. Rashida Strober has performed her play for free in schools. Rashida Strober has spoke to school-aged children for years for free, but you got a problem donating a dime. That's exploitation. You're exploiting me. Rashida Strober is the one that's being exploited. You got a problem with making this $1 million donation happen or getting to this $1 million amount when I've clearly shown my producing skills, unlike other people in our community who have asked for funds and they've not produced anything, but I produce over and over. You have the audacity to come on here and imply that I don't deserve funding. You should get off my live. You don't even deserve to be on this live watching. You don't deserve it. I'm gonna keep my GoFundMe up here just for you to watch, just for you to watch. This is the hypocrisy that we live in this day and age. This is the hypocrisy of our so-called people. This is the hypocrisy. But you know what? I bet if I was up on here lying and scheming, and if I was light-skinned, that has a lot to do with it. You would not have a problem with that. You wouldn't have no problem. And I would have been reached $1 million by now. But my own people don't want me to even reach to get this money because they feel to them, oh, she's going to be doing better than me, or she's going to be using this money to get these plays going. You don't want me to. The truth is that you don't want me. You want to get my free content You want to rip my content off, but you don't want me to benefit from my own work that came from my brain. This is what is going on. You want me to spend my time doing interviews and sharing my knowledge and wisdom in creation of dark-skinned activism. You want to watch my commentary on dark-skinned activism as it relates to the people and events going on in the world, but you don't want me to gain any benefit. That, my friends, is exploitation. And I call it systemic economic darkism. That's exploitation. This is the exploitation that I have been undergoing for years, where my own so-called people, which you're not my people, I'm gonna tell you the truth, I don't feel you're my people, because I've had a change of heart based upon my experiences on what actually has happened. See, I don't never go off of what I think. I go off of what happened. I've had a change of heart about my so-called people, because my so-called people are nothing more than exploiters. I told you they would exploit a baby. They would go to a baby's YouTube channel and find a way to steal from that poor little baby, that innocent little baby. That's what's going on here. Anyway, I pretty much said everything I needed to say. It is the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. Let me stop the screen sharing. Rashida Strober. I am the undisputed queen of dark skin, the first person in history to bring the issues of dark skin online, the first person in history to create a movement around only dark skin. Nobody has done that before me. Everybody is pretty much copying. Anybody talking about dark skin, you are ripping off my work. You're not the dark skin activist. There's only one dark skin activist, and that's just what it is. Hold on one second, y'all. That's just what it is. It's only one.
Okay,
make sure y'all go ahead and make that donation. And thank y'all for watching, and make sure you share, and also make sure you subscribe. And I appreciate y'all for watching.
Do we keep clapping? He'd act like King Choppy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Rashida, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We don't make none of us sleep, obviously, because we're all a little goofy. But again, you're in town. You got your one woman play tonight.
Yes.
And you are what you describe yourself as a dark-skinned activist. Can you explain to myself and our audience, what is a dark-skinned activist?
Absolutely. I'm the dark-skinned activist.
Okay.
No, I don't say that out of arrogance. I say it because people did not believe in what I'm doing. They thought it, in fact, all over social media, people said, what the hell is a dark-skinned activist?
Mm-hmm.
They still say it.
Right.
What are you talking about? This is crazy. But what dark-skinned activism came out of is my own life experience.
Yes.
Experiencing what I call darkism. I wrote a book of the same title called Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. And what that basically is dark-skin discrimination. And I honed in specifically on dark skin, because people said, look, you need to just stick with black people. That's colorism. I created a new paradigm to speak specifically about what dark-skinned people go through that's swept underneath the rug. And so I'm from the South, and darkism is thick and heavy down south.
Right.
So what it consists of is, of course, the racism that started out of European colonialism and expansionism that led to slavery, and then that led to colorism and darkism. So it's dark skin discrimination.
So when I think of, again, you let me know if I'm right or wrong here, when I think of what a dark-skinned activist is needed, is really kind of geared toward us, because if we're dealing with racism with white and black racism, doesn't matter if you're high yellow like Albie Shore or you're dark like Yappy Kodo. But when it comes to activism, it seems like it's more internal racism, you know, where light-skinned person feels they're better because they're light-skinned, or they have the curly hair, similar to School Days, what Spike Lee made many years ago.
So wannabes and the jigaboo.
Right, exactly. So when we talk about the discrepancy between light and dark, give me some examples growing up in Florida, South, and that the area you live in could be a little aggressive. I won't just keep it like that. But talk about some experiences you've had that has led you to have this fight against, black on black racism.
Oh man, absolutely. I got a lot of stories. I might be here all day, but
we got time for you.
In my family.
Break it down.
In my family. And I want to say shout out to my cousin Jamisa. She's light skinned. Let me just preface it with saying I have an aunt who would always tell me that my great grandmother is Indian.
Right.
And my cousin took on, I have the high cheekbones, my high cheekbones and broad nose, which is Indian characteristics, looks manly. They've said this, but my cousin, she took on the good characteristics, the good hair, the light skin, and so therefore she got better treatment. She got told she was beautiful, she got money, she got attention, all the things that a child, especially a girl, would want growing up. She got it, I didn't.
Right.
That's darkism in my family. And they will tell you, oh no, this didn't happen. But let me tell you something, it happened. Okay. In St. Petersburg, there's a lot of Chinese restaurants, a lot of Indian establishments and whatnot. Every time I go into one of these establishments, I experience what's called darkism. Meaning I get in line, this happened about 3 weeks ago. I got in line at a Chinese restaurant to get my aunt, the same aunt who brags about my Indian grandma. She asked me to go get her some food. I'm standing in line. A light-skinned black woman walks in and they take her before me. This has happened to me so many times that I can't count. Right. Went into an Indian establishment, same exact thing happens. So down south, it's like the darker you are, you're not going to get the same level. Even with black people, you can walk into a store and a black cashier is taking care of a non-black person. They're all happy. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. As soon as you get up there, they got attitude. It's like, you can be nice. How you doing? They got attitude. Those are the types of things that I refer to in my book as darkism. Those are the types of things, that's the big elephant in the room that's been swept under the rug among black people that nobody wants to talk about. Yeah. So I said I'm going to blow the issue up because people are saying, I'm tired of you talking about dark skin in my family. This started way back in the 90s. I did a lecture on Alec Weck, the dark-skinned Sudanese supermodel.
Right, that was back in 98.
In 98, yeah, you got it. Thank you for doing that.
I do my
you do your research.
My friends and my cast.
Yeah, so all these things happen to me, and I'm like, wait a minute, something is not right here. And I'm not going to sit here because I know I'm talkative now, but I was an introvert. I was quiet and dark-skinned and just taking people mess. And I said, I'm not going to do it the aggressive way and wind up in jail somewhere, because you do know that dark-skinned people get more prison time. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Proven by the scholarly research. I said, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to deal with it through the arts.
So it's safe to say you was the black sheep of the family.
And see, even the word black sheep, I would consider that to be dark. Right. But yes, for lack of a better term, I was. Yes.
So when we had these conversations about, and I kind of really, even though we're in 2017, getting ready to go to 2018, it's still about slavery mentally.
Right.
That we had this mindset where the light-skinned person's in the house and the black dark-skinned person in the field. Or, right, but that mentality still exists.
Yeah, from slavery.
Right, it's still a mental mindset, and we do it to ourselves. And I used to think, do we know what we're doing? Or is it just something that, are we cognizant of what's going on? Or it's just because it's the way we feel we've been taught? You've experienced it in your own family. So it's actually like, a divide in household. Do you feel like your family is doing this to you or have done this to you more just because it's just a mentality, or it's because they really have these feelings about race amongst themselves, which is almost a form of self-hate?
It is.
Yeah.
And that's a great question to even ask, are we doing this are we aware of what we're doing?
Right.
I don't think some people are really aware of that. I just think they just react to it naturally.
I think
until somebody like you doing, you bring it out in the open. Some people don't even know how they treat you until you check them. Yes, you have.
Right.
Right. Because basically, I think it's more being ingrained, because it's so much been said and keep on going. Because if you look at a lot of the things, like when it comes to the models, looking at the TV shows, you're looking at a lot of different things. They don't show too many dark-skinned people on it, and it's always like white is right, light skin is better. And then you're always trying to keep on going with those same type of characteristics. Look at what some of the commercials that they just had not long ago when they were showing, I forgot which product that was, when they were showing a woman who washed herself up and then she all of a sudden turned from like dark to light. which made no
It
sense
was
to that.
Dub, I think.
a Dove commercial.
So
yes,
you know
right.
when you look at it, and the reason I say it's ingrained because I mean like yourself, because I'm same complexion as you. I have experienced a lot of that, and I still experience some of that stuff until today. And it doesn't matter where you at, if you're in the north or if you're in the south, it's all over the place.
A young man I know, he just became a model, and the wildest thing he told me, the model agency they're looking for dark skinned models now. Now all of a sudden, it's in. And he told me this. I was like, you know, wow, you know, they just they proclaim stuff at you. They throw it at you.
Right.
They say, we looking now. So now dark is in.
No, but that's only because in a modeling situation, that's just about money. But if you're going into a business or going to certain places, they're not really given that much opportunity. If they do give you the opportunity, you're getting way lower funding than the other persons that may be either light or white. So you're not getting that much to pay as much. Because I can look at right now, like within my own job that we have, I'm looking at some of the people that's in higher position, that's our complexion. They're not getting that much as their counterparts who may be lighter or white. And you're looking at you like saying, wow. And then they even look down on you at certain things and make you want to do like I'm saying like this. A manager is supposed to manage people. Why is he going out there cleaning bathrooms and doing other things where another manager wouldn't do that? So you're looking at like you giving him more duties and more things for lower pay, but the other manager that's either lighter or white don't do those things, and you letting them get away with it.
Look at the fact of how we even use Webster's. Like if you get the word white, this is going to Webster's right now. It's clean, pure, you know, right, wrong, black, cryptic, evil. Yeah. So these words, and we say, but I'm in advertising. If you constantly say something, Pavlov's dog, it's going to be conditioning.
Exactly.
And that's what we're going through now. We're talking to Rashida Strober again. Come out tonight and find out more information on the Black Skinned Women's Revenge Tour. I'm going to try to get there myself because I'm excited to hear that. Hold on, Roddy. I'm excited to hear that. I want to dive in to Kendrick Lamar. Now, obviously, a couple years ago, you had a really servant volley internet situation with Kendrick. Can you dive in that to our audience?
Of course. You know, the way that came about is the work of dark skin activism. I tell people, and they think it's a joke, they think it's a game, but it's never been to me. I've been taking the hits for dark skin since 1998. And so this situation came out of that. So what I've been doing is a form of counseling where I counsel dark skinned people contact me all the time and they tell me their stories because they know I'm not going to judge them and I'm going to believe them and I'm going to listen. So there was a young lady. I had been counseling her and talking to her for probably like a year before this incident happened. Right. And her boyfriend left. She's dark skinned. Her boyfriend left her for a non-dark skinned Black woman, but he was still coming back to her, basically using her, getting money from her, giving her the false hope that he was going to be with her, but still with the other woman. And she was just tore up over it. So me and her had been conversing about this for a while. So anyway, she came to me one day in my inbox. She said, Rashida, have you seen Kendrick Lamar's new fiance? And I said, no, I don't follow Kendrick Lamar like that because I'm from the 90s. I grew up on the Lauryn Hills and folks like that.
Hallelujah.
I don't follow Kendrick Lamar, but because me and her had been conversing, she said, go look it up. Right. So I looked it up and I just went and said what I said, like without even thinking about it. Now, I will say, I had a show called The Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge that I started in 2012 in Clearwater on Get Live Radio, where I talked about Black celebrities, males that I call them darkest, that don't like dark-skinned women. So now we see people talk about it. I've been doing this for the longest. It was nothing to me to just say what I had to say. So I was like, when I seen that, like, go get the attention, I was like, what? I've been doing this for the longest. Like, so what? It was just another day for me to talk bad and say what I had to say. So that's what that was. That's all it was. So people just went crazy. Even to this day, like, people all over the world, they still like,
oh yeah, when you put
I was like, okay.
Your name and then Kendrick comes up like y'all. Y'all were a couple.
No.
I wanted to ask you, what triggered you to say enough's enough? I need to put my voice out there about the imagery of dark skin, not just women but dark skin people. What day did they say I can't take this no more? I gotta speak out. What triggered you?
It's so many different things. It really came from really two things. If I wanted to narrow it down, I love black men. I've always wanted the attention of black men. So in school, there was this real dark skinned man. He used to pick at me, have everybody like he was.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I'm finna stop the screen sharing because I need to say this right here. Hold on. Let me tell you something. A lot of people, and I'm sitting up here reading the comments, you seem to think this is a part of the problem. People think that dark-skinned black women don't deserve their own men. That's why some of y'all could come on here and think that it's acceptable for the black man to step out of their race. And people are coming on here and saying, I've seen somebody come on here and say, well, Phil does this for the Phil and his wife does this for the black community. Let me tell you something. Phil is a part of the black community. He's a black man that is supposed to help the black community. And a part of, oh man, Phil and every other black man belong to black women. Let me just get that straight, because some of y'all are not understanding this. Some of y'all think, and I believe that y'all in this day and age, we are so post-racial and trying to pretend that everything is kumbaya. Some of y'all feel like black women, particularly dark-skinned black women, don't even deserve their own men. Well, let me tell you something. The black man belongs to the black woman. The black man belongs to the black woman. I don't care what none of y'all say. And let me talk about some of you non-black women out here. You don't deserve black men. I know you think you do. A lot of these women think because they got the long, good hair, that baby hair, they think because they're not dark skinned, they think that, and it's really all about the complexion. Y'all could say it's about the attitude. Y'all could call me manly. Y'all could say whatever y'all want. Y'all, whatever. I'm not even on that no more. I'm going to keep being Rashida Strober. I'm going to keep talking how I feel. If I feel like speaking like this, if I feel like speaking calmly, I'm going to do what the spirit hits me. Because y'all don't come for these non-black women, all the devious stuff they do. And you want to sit here and tell me that because I act the way I act, that I don't deserve, because that's what they think. They think we don't deserve a black man. Well, black men are supposed to be in our community. And when you see a black man stepping outside of his community, let me tell you something. That, my friends, is genocide. Because if we keep doing that, same thing with the black women. I'm an equal opportunity, but I have to get on the black men more than the black women, because y'all are the ones that perpetuate this more than black women do. Y'all do this more than black women. Y'all marry outside of the race way more than black women do. And if you're seeing these darker skinned black women doing that, they doing that because they have been rejected over and over and treated badly over and over and over by the black community. I'm one of the ones that have stood firm. Do you know how many white men that have approached me, non-black men, but I've always been loyal to y'all. It's a question of loyalty, because I understand preservation is the first law of nature. I'm not trying to kill myself off. I'm not trying to get rid of this phenotype. I'm not trying to get rid of my dark skin and my nappy hair. Y'all are committing genocide. And so what I would say, because I want to specifically address these women that you think that because they try to say that black women, oh, y'all think y'all own us. But let me tell you something. Those same non-black women that y'all love so much, that y'all put above a black woman in a heartbeat. I think Malcolm X talked about in this book. He talked about how he saw some of them black men jump over 10 beautiful, and I'm paraphrasing right now. Y'all can read the autobiography of Malcolm X. How he saw some of them black men jump over 10 beautiful black women to get the one non-black woman. And she probably was mediocre looking too. This is what y'all do. Y'all are a part of the problem. And let me tell you something. If y'all think for 1 minute that them women don't be owning them black women or them black men, y'all are wrong. I've seen they actually run them. They actually run them, but they want to sit up here and criticize me and say, oh, you're manly. You only saying it because I'm dark skinned? Because a woman that had my same mannerisms, I'm being discriminated in that. Saying that I'm manly because I'm dark skinned? When a woman with my same mannerisms would get a pass. She gets passes all the time. She gets praised all the time for speaking her mind. But me, I'm handicapped. I'm in prison by my dark skin. And then when I speak out about all the abuses, all the exploitation that happened to me as a dark skinned woman, I'm beat down even further. beat down even further. Shut up, just like with slavery. But if you talked about the exploitation that you face, if you had the audacity to speak on it, they beat you down even further. Trying to show you I'm the boss. Who's the boss? Well, you're not going to stop me from speaking out because this is genocide. And Black men, let me tell you something. Feel advised, you came in the chat box and you made a comment saying that you would support, and I'm paraphrasing you because it's a lot of comments there. You made a comment saying you would support some type of effort that brings Black men. This is the effort. Dark skin activism is the effort that I have been putting forth for years to bring the goal. One of the chief goals of dark skin activism is to bring the Black man back to their rightful place, which is the Black woman. And I'm not stupid, and I've said this before, for those that are honest and that are not the liars, because some of y'all be lying on me. Some of y'all be straight lying on me. I'm gonna clarify this. I'm not stupid enough to think that all Black men are going to marry and date only dark-skinned women. I never said that. So for the people that's coming on here lying, you just need to stop. What I've always said is that the Black man needs to come back to the dark-skinned Black woman in balance, because there's a disbalance, and y'all know I'm saying the truth. Y'all always picking light-skinned, brown-skinned, non-dark women over dark-skinned women. Y'all been doing it from day one. This is what I'm saying. People want to oppress the hell out of you, and then when you rise up and you say, hey, I'm not taking this no more. You know, as long as I was in high school and in my, you know, a young woman taking these men, these Black men, rejecting me and choosing these non-dark skinned women over me, and I was quiet about it, it was okay. I was the doormats. You could walk all over me. Everything was cool within that exploitation. But as soon as you speak out about it, I get the manly mantra. I get the feminine. I got that one chick. I still ain't got over that yet. And I will tell you this to your face, Nicole, whatever your name is. You tried to come for me on O'Shea Duke Jackson. You tried to come for me and you tried to exploit me by trying to tell me that your femininity, your fake femininity program can, oh God, the exploitation never stops. You even got your own women trying to exploit you, trying to say, oh, let me sell you something, let me help you. I don't need no help. God made me a woman. I was born into my femininity. I don't need your help. Who are you to help me? I could teach you a thing or two about how to keep a man. Because let me tell you something. There's no shortage. They're here. They're all around. They're here. But you want to sit up here and try to tell me to not be Rashida Strober using your fake method to exploit me when I could probably take your man. Just being me. Just being me. No weave, no straight weave, no makeup, no fake eyelashes, none of that fake baby hair. I ain't gotta do none of that. I could just be me. Because the Black man is supposed to be. You're supposed to be with Black women. And Black women are supposed to be with Black men. And we're having these issues because we keep fighting it and rejecting it. We keep making up excuses. We keep saying, oh, well, this one treated me bad. No, there are billions of people in the world. I've been treated bad by plenty of Black men. Plenty. But I'm loyal. And I'm not loyal just to say, oh, let me be loyal to this Black man. I'm loyal because I understand the dynamics of genocide. I understand that I don't want my phenotype wiped out. I don't want my dark skin, nappy hair being wiped out. That's what keeps me loyal and understanding what the mission is really all about, which clearly some of y'all are not understanding. Let me go back to the video. I just had to stop and say that.
Popular, blacky, ugly spot. I was running away from the lunchroom because, oh my God, it was bad, terrible, the whole bus. Like,
I ran away from the food myself, you know.
You know what I'm saying? So that, right. In my psychologically, I was like, well, dang, how can I get them to like me? And then just people, every time I turned around, somebody was saying something negative about a dark-skinned woman, and then living in the South, the experiences that I have in the South with everyday interaction. I said, I'm tired of this. So I would talk to my family members. They got tired of it. I don't want to hear this dark-skinned stuff no more. So I said, you know what? I'm taking it to a global platform because I know it's other people out here, and I've been touring, and I met these people. They told me, I know it's other people out here that have experienced this, and I'm just going to talk about it and let the chips fall where they may. If people hate, go ahead. I don't care. What else? I got nothing to lose. So that's really what it was.
So again, like I said, we're talking again to Rashida Strober, dark-skinned actors. I'm really proud to have you on because again, by doing this research, it amazed me how much hate I found about your journey, your plight, what you're bringing to light. And it wasn't from white folks, it was from black people.
It's always like that.
Right, but I'm just saying, I saw the comments. I'm like, I mean, obviously, I'm a realist. I'm from New York. I'm a realist. But just some of the words that ask people, because I think when somebody types something, it's more than just talking it.
Oh, yeah.
But you got to think it out and put it in grammar. And I just said, wow, this is, to me, like, maybe it's our problem.
It is.
We got to take a quick break. But I want to ask you before we go to break, through your experience in life, has it been more racism geared to you from blacks or whites?
I would have to say equal.
Okay.
Equal. Yep. An equal amount. Because again, but what pains me the most is the black on black. It's not even the white folks. It's the black people that's doing it.
No doubt.
So, yeah.
We're still joined here by the super talented Rashida Strober. And again, before I continue on with this great conversation tonight, get out to Maylis Documentary Center, 343 Malcolm X Boulevard in Harlem, and go see this young lady one woman show. It ain't Tyson, it's much better. Talk about the one woman show concept and how you come up with these characters. I saw bits and pieces of it. I'm like, wow, I don't know how to. I guess I'm just going to wait till I ask her on Saturday. But talk about this one woman show that you created.
Absolutely, glad to. So back in 2006, I was living in Los Angeles, and it was not a lot of work I'm an actor. Actors out there. So I had a brother named Stephen Meeks. I never forget. He worked with the great Donny Hathaway, who's my favorite artist. He said, Rashida, you gotta write your own one-woman show. And I was like, what? I'm not a writer. So I went ahead and went through with it and wrote it. And he was like, just write about what you've been through.
Yeah.
So I wound up writing a piece called A Dark-Skinned Girl's Triumph, the Rashida Strober story. So people was interested in the dark-skinned stuff. Like my family wasn't, but the people in LA were. So I said, So then I wrote the sequel, which is A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge in 2006. And it went through a bunch of revisions and rewrites, and people kept turning it down. And I wrote it because I wanted to give other dark-skinned women work. So there's 6 characters in there. Yeah. But due to a lack of funding and people not believing in it, I wasn't able to make it a full production in that capacity. So I said, forget it. I'm just going to play all the characters. And that's what I did. So I just started developing it, just rehearsing constantly. And then I did a bunch of readings in St. Petersburg where, the playwright will just do readings of the play in character. And it became a full production at the Atlanta Black Theater Festival, the DC Black Theater Festival. And I just been touring it. Went to Tucson. I got Phoenix coming up pretty soon, working on Los Angeles. And I just said, it's just really a labor of love. So the characters are based off of myself, my mother. She's tall and dark skinned. We used to go to church and people used to pick at her. Here come that black, dark, ugly woman with all them kids. They used to say all kind of stuff. My mama used to be shouting and speaking in tongues, and they would make fun of her. It was off the chain. That's what she used to do. Hodiakidi, come be all that. I was like, oh my God, yes. And people was going laughing at her. I used to be so embarrassed, but
yeah, we
we went to a Pentecostal church, so
we did too. We probably in the same church.
We could have been.
The good thing that in my mama's church, they didn't have solid pews because she didn't have no legs. She had folding chairs, so. But if they had solid pews, I don't know if she'd be that spiritual.
No, I seen a lot of solid pews get knocked over now.
I'm like a Kool-Aid man, right?
It's not great.
Yeah, like the movie where the water went up, the cheers that parted. Yeah.
It's not a game in the Pentecostal church at all.
So again, get out tonight. The show starts 6:30. Nice early show during a dinner and a play. Go out and support black business and black entertainment. Because That's really what it's all about.
Okay, hold on, y'all.
I have a question for you. So now with the show that you're doing.
So I am monitoring these comments as I'm still on here. All right, so I see that Phil is on here. First of all, I would like to say thank you for coming on here. Y'all know I had the debacle with light-skinned Lucifer hopping up onto my live stream, and what I don't respect him. I don't like him. Light-skinned Lucifer is all the way fraud. He's a liar and he's a manipulator. Now, I'm going to say this again because you're on here right now and you're on here watching. So I need to, normally I would let my other interviews play, but because I'm watching the chat box and you're here, I'm going to talk directly to you since you're here. I don't have a beef with you regarding all this copyright infringement of the dark-skinned activists that I've been having with light-skinned Lucifer and crispy burnt black chicken. Crispy burnt black chicken. And if y'all mad about that, you know what to do. I don't care. My problem, my whole, and again, my whole thing with you, Phil, is it's a conflictual thing with me. Because when I came on your show about 2 years ago, you treated me, and I'm doing a repeat here because I don't know if you was on here earlier, but you're on here now and you're watching, so I could talk directly to you. You treated me with respect, and I appreciated that. I respected you for that. So that's why it's this conflict that I got going on with you, because I saw the video come up in my suggestion box about this dark-skinned woman that you was talking about. And I said, wait a minute, how could this man, knowing what I know now, how could this man come up on here and talk about the plight of an experience of a dark-skinned woman when you're not married to one, when you're not with one? That's my issue with you. And it's really sad. And this right here, this conflict bothers me. Light-skinned Lucifer and crispy burnt chicken, I could care less about them. I don't care about them. I don't like them. Okay. You, I like as a person. So that's why this is hard. But sometimes we have to do the hard things because this is a conflict of interest and you should be married to a black woman. And if I had it my way, I'm going to tell you the straight up truth. It'll be a dark-skinned black woman. There is no way in hell that any black man, even Malcolm X said something to the effect of, you know, black men who are leaders in leadership positions, you got to watch who they married to. That's important. That's why Barack Obama knew. I think he instinctively knew that if he would have not had Michelle Obama, the phenotype of Michelle Obama by his side, he would have not have won the presidency. And I think every black person, even white people, know that. So it is so important. And it's not only important to me, but this bothers me. It's disheartening to me. It's disappointing to me. Given our interaction, given the fact that I think you generally are, from based on what I have seen. People got to understand I'm going based off of my experience. I don't go off of what people tell me about a person. I go off of my own personal interaction with that person. Based on my own personal interaction, you strike me as a decent human being. And as a black man coming onto YouTube with this huge audience of people that are listening and paying attention to you about black issues, it's disappointing and it's disheartening to me, being that I'm the dark-skinned activist. My whole mission is to bring the black man back to the dark-skinned black woman in balanced numbers, to see you not with a dark, I'm going to say a dark, forget black woman. We talk about, because I'm tired of black women. Some of y'all come up in here. I'm going to get on y'all too. Y'all always trying to deflect. It's disheartening for me to see you not with a dark-skinned black woman, because it is the dark-skinned black woman that bears the brunt of darkism. We are the most abused, misused, mistreated women on the planet. If there's a hierarchy, the social hierarchy that looks like this, that pyramid, you better believe that the dark-skinned women are at the bottom when it comes to getting a man. And to me, your platform, your message would be a hell of a whole lot more impactful if you were with a dark-skinned black woman. And I'm very disappointed. And I'm very disappointed in the fact that you're not. But then you're talking about a dark-skinned woman. That messes up my head. See, this is played out with me. I told y'all I've been the world's first dark-skinned activist. You You can't regurgitate this. You can't make this up. This type of conflictual thing has played out with me for years, where I just couldn't understand a black man who comes out and there's a black dude in my city. Let me give y'all an example. I ain't gonna say your name. I ain't gonna say your name. But you was in the Uhuru movement. Y'all can look the Uhuru movement up. Shout out to Chairman O'Malley, I should tell him. Let me put on my red lipstick because I'm ugly. I got to do whatever I can to make myself look good. I'm dark skinned and I'm not feminine, according to that chick Nicole. So I got to feminize myself. So let me put on a little bit of lipstick, refresh my lipstick. Anyway, you came to the Uhuru movement. Black dude came up in there with all that black power. I'll never forget it. He came up in there a couple of times by himself. And then one day you walked up in there with a non-black woman. I never forgot it. And it messed my head up. I said, wait a minute, hold up. What is going on here? This dude have been coming to the meetings, and I went to high school with you. And you tried to talk to me. You tried to talk to me in 7-Eleven, but I don't want you. I don't want you. You're not finna go and think you finna come and run back. I don't want you. Let's just say that. I don't want you. I'm pretty sure that you would not have no problem finding a black woman that does, but knowing that how I know you, no. You arrogantly came up in the Uhuru movement, a black power movement with all these natural haired black women ranging from dark skin, brown skin, and light skin. You came up in the Uhuru movement with your non-black woman. You took a dig at us, and I never forget. It messed up my head because I'm trying to sit here and rationalize this and understand what is going on here. Why is this, why is this black man coming up in this movement? You know that this is a movement about pro-blackness, about getting black power, black democratic rights in America, and around the world. But you walking up in here with your non-black woman, y'all, it messed my head up. To this day, I still cannot get that. And I have seen, like I said, I have seen this dude around St. Petersburg, and lo and behold, he walked, you Rashida. No, I just look at him like, I just look at him because I don't forget nothing. Him and that non-black woman that he came up in there flaunting up in the pro-black movement is permanently in my head. I'm sorry, but there's no way that if you probably be watching my video. Let me tell you something. There is no way that I would ever give you the time of day, honey. I would never. Now, I might have gave you the time of day. I might have, because I thought you was real and sincere. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I thought you was real. I would not give you, at this point, I will not give you. Now, I'm sure that there's another black woman that will give you the time of day, but it won't be me. It won't be me because I don't forget. And I just couldn't get over it. Because again, it created so much discord in my head in terms of me trying to understand what is wrong with this dude. And I felt betrayed. So in the same way, I feel those feelings being conjured up with you, Phil. They're conjured up again. They're conjured up here. I'm having flashbacks here, trying to understand. And this particular dude that I'm referring to, he didn't even do nothing in the movement. All he did was come in there and sat down and listen to meetings. That was it. He wasn't in there to actually do anything. Let me just say that. Some people just wanted to come in there and sit and listen, and I understand that. That's cool. But I was actually in the movement, actually working, running the free tutoring program, called the Malcolm X free tutoring program. I was actually up in there doing, I was the case resolution coordinator, instances of police brutality, instances of discrimination going on in housing, in the school system. I was the person that you went to help to resolve these issues. I was the person that put together pro bono attorneys to come and represent these people. Okay, I was out there on the front line, and y'all could do fact check. Shout out to Chairman O'Malley, I should tell him. Fact check. Come to St. Petersburg and go to the Uhuru. They're gonna know. They're gonna tell you this is what it was, because this is what I did on the ground for Black people. I live what I talk about. This dude was just there. I don't even know what his point was. But you have this platform where you come and you speak on different Black issues in the Black community. And you brought me onto your platform to speak about darkism. And I thought that that was a grand, just, noble gesture of you, because the difficulty that I experienced, and to this day experience, in coming to speak about darkism. And then when I do come and speak about darkism, I have people call me crazy and rip off my work, light skin Lucifer and crispy burnt chicken, namely. But you also, you came on to O'Shea Duke Jackson's that Sunday Rumble, and you told the truth. You said Rashida was the first person to bring the issue of dark skin. So those are some of the reasons why I respect you still to this day. But it's ambivalent. It's conflictual. And this is the reason why, to be honest with you, people say, oh, we already talked about this. Well, I never made a video about it because I was conflicted about it. But then when I saw that, I said, wait a minute, hold on. This is too much. So what we got to do is we got to come to an understanding between Black men and Black women, particularly Black men and dark-skinned Black women. Black men need to understand. And if y'all don't start understanding this quick, fast, in a hurry, and y'all don't start teaching y'all sons this, there's going to be a problem with genocide. Y'all can try to deny it all y'all want to, especially starting in America. It's not going to start, I don't think, in Africa, because the people over there are too phenotypically Black. I mean, they Black. You got blue, black, dark, nappy-headed people over there. You got a lot of them over there. But in America, we working our way to genocide. And I cannot, under any circumstances, condone that. Being the dark-skinned activist, and being that one of my chief goals is to bring the Black man back to the dark-skinned Black woman in balanced numbers, I would like to see feel with a Black woman, and in particular, a dark-skinned Black woman. And it is very important that Black men, and make no mistake about this, because when I say this, Black men from different classes, lower class, middle class, whatever, intrinsically, I don't believe in a class system. But these are the names that society has given regarding class. There is a class system. I would like to do away with it, me personally, because I believe that all human beings are equal. And I believe that we should share equally in the resources. So when I say this, Black men who are, I don't care if you're a garbage man, I don't care if you're an attorney, I don't care if you're a bus driver, I don't care if you're a janitor. I respect them all. I'm talking about all of y'all. Let me say something. This is very important. The Black men that are in power positions, and I think that Malcolm X understood this, and mind you, a Black man from whatever class, you can, in American society, it's gonna be hard. There is racism. You can rise. You can rise from class to class. But a Black man that reaches a certain leadership position, it is very important that you be seen with a Black woman. And if I had my way, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, because light-skinned women, y'all done had a long run. The Black man needs to come back to the Black man, especially in leadership position. You need to come back to the dark-skinned Black women in balanced numbers. Y'all could be mad all y'all want to, because I know it's some light-skinned women that they mad too. You shouldn't be mad. I don't know why you mad, because y'all done held a monopoly on Black men for the longest. And you're still holding a monopoly on Black men, because if you wasn't, Rashida Strober would not be on here talking about it. I would not be going on and on about this if y'all didn't have y'all. So y'all are just as much to blame too. Y'all are some of y'all, because some of y'all have came to me personally, and y'all know, I know what it is with y'all. Y'all know that we got to right the wrongs. Y'all know. But a lot of y'all don't want to give up y'all privilege. I ain't gonna, a certain YouTuber, you stole my video about 5 or 6 years ago, called Light-Skinned Women Give Up Your Privilege. So if you see that going around, you know that's the work of the dark-skinned activists too. I told y'all I'm the most exploited dark-skinned Black woman on YouTube. Show lives in terms of the theft of my original ideas. That's a fact. But some of these light-skinned women, some of y'all don't want to give up y'all. Y'all don't want to give up y'all privilege. So y'all ain't gonna want to give up the Black men who are in the so-called upper echelons. Y'all don't want to get that up. Y'all don't want to get, but you know what? You're going to have to do that. And Black men, y'all gonna have to make a decision. Y'all gonna have to make a choice, because this has got to stop. It's either we're going to bring ourselves back to our rightful place in the world where we're supposed to be at, or we're just going to disintegrate into nothingness. And the world is going to continue to disrespect us because they can see that we don't even value the men who are the leaders, don't even value their own women. They don't even want their own women. They don't want the true reflect. All these men, some of these men be walking around, y'all talking about the natural hair movement. Some of y'all be the first ones to tell your woman that you want her to wear a straight weave. I have been told this by some black men. Because y'all want us to fit into this norm that has been created, and it's really not, it's abnormal, but it's become a norm that has been created in American society. So it's up to us to change the direction of black people worldwide. And I say it's on the man, it's on the black man, because y'all are the ones that are the leaders. I don't want to, let me tell you something. I personally, all this feminism stuff, I want the man to be the leader. As much as y'all, that's why I say it. People talking and running their mouth. You don't know me like that in my personal life. You don't, just because I'm talking to the people. I'm not talking about my relationship with my man. The man is supposed to be the leader. Yeah, I'm a traditionalist. The man is supposed to run things. I'm not saying that the man is supposed to take advantage of running things, but I've seen my own father be the leader and run things in a peaceful, equitable, and just manner. We have got to get back to these things as black people. We are so lost right now. But y'all mad at me for coming on here telling the truth about it. Y'all say y'all don't like my delivery. Y'all say I'm not feminine enough. Y'all say, oh, you on here asking for money. I'm gonna keep asking for money. In fact, hold up. Before I share the video, because I love these haters that likes to think that they're gonna stop me from asking for money. And I've been having my GoFundMe since 2014, and I'm gonna keep my GoFundMe. I'm not gonna take the GoFundMe down. I'm not gonna take the GoFundMe down. I'm gonna keep the GoFundMe. I'm gonna keep the GoFundMe up. So, I mean, that's just what it is. That's just what it's gonna be. That's just what it's gonna be. So I don't care what y'all say, because I know that what I'm doing, boom, is the right thing. And by the way, hold up, real quick. Hold up, let me screen share. Because I like to give people credit where it's due. Because Light Skin Lucifer came on here and he made a mockery of my GoFundMe as well. But Feel Advised, I told y'all from the beginning, I didn't have a beef with Feel Advised like that. And I would like to go to I'm at my GoFundMe right now. And I recognize everybody that makes donations. And Feel Advised is one of those people that made a donation. Kiana Lathan, thank you very much for your $25 donation. Feel Advised just donated $100. Thank you very much for your donation. And he said, and I'm going to read it exactly because it's public. It's on there. Y'all can go to the GoFundMe. He said, no matter what, you're still my sister. Stay blessed. And I appreciate that. I told y'all with Feel Advised, I had the type of beef I got going on with these plagiarists. And Candace Williams, again, I definitely want to tell you, thank you again. Thank you. I had no beef with Feel Advised. And I said this at the very beginning, like I had with Crispy Burnt Chicken. Crispy Burnt Chicken and Light Skin Lucifer, you both are demons. And I'm saying it again. Hold up. Let me show my face because I need for people to look me in my eye while I say this. Hold on. Crispy Burnt Chicken. Crispy Burnt Chicken and Light Skin Lucifer is not in the same category as Feel Advised. You're not. It's a different type of thing that's going on here. It's a very different type of thing. Because Light Skin Lucifer, Crispy Burnt Chicken, y'all out here doing some unscrupulous stuff in regards to stealing from me. I don't have that type of issue. The issue that I have with Phil is the issue of being with a black woman. That's my issue. Because that's what I'm about. I'm about black men. It's just, y'all just don't understand the importance of this. Sometimes I don't think people understand the importance of how y'all think it's a game of how important it is for the black man and the black woman to stay together. It's a matter of survival. It's a matter of community building. We're always talking about single motherhood. We're always talking about all the ills that go on in the black community. Let me tell you something. A lot of that can be alleviated with Black marriage, with Black on Black marriages. And I ain't saying, because I was married for 10 years. I practice what I preach. But I can tell you, I'm not sitting up here telling you it's going to be perfect. Nothing's perfect. But you try. You put forth the effort. You try not to be a baby mama. You try not to be a baby daddy. And like I said in the comment section, if that Black man don't want to marry you, leave him. Leave him. If he doesn't want to marry you, I'm specifically speaking to dark-skinned women, because I feel like y'all give us a hard time. I know y'all will go out there and get y'all a non-dark-skinned woman and y'all will get them the world. But you don't think that the dark-skinned woman is supposed to have the same things. If that man wants you to be a baby mama and he don't want to marry you, leave him. And leave him without warning. Don't sit there and go through the motions with him. Pick up and leave. Because again, this is a part of the problem. We create the very problems that, of course, we know that white supremacy is responsible for this, but we are also creating the same problems that we talk about. Y'all sitting up here talk about, light skin privilege this, light skin privilege, but then you got Serena Williams, and Serena Williams, I've said a million times, the same way I feel about Phil is the same way I feel about Serena Williams. And those of you that have really watched me, you know, I met Serena Williams probably about 6-7 years ago. And she was the most kindest, gracious, non-stuck-up celebrity I've ever met in my life. She gave me a hug. She was nice to me. And when you meet people and you interact with people and they treat you with decency and respect, there's this respect for them. And it's kind of like, so when you see them do stuff, it's like it's conflictual. And I'm conflicted. And I can completely conflicted about Phil, conflicted about Serena Williams. A lot of people wanted me to go in on Serena Williams. And I wouldn't do it for a long time because I met her in person. She wouldn't probably remember me from Adam, the woman is world famous. She just happened to be in the airport where I was picking up my then dark-skinned husband. He was coming from Jamaica, a trip that he didn't take me to because he was a cheater. But that's a whole nother topic. I'll get into that later. So I was waiting for him. And I run into Serena Williams, and she was oh my God, gracious as I don't know what. You can't pay for that, the type of graciousness that woman had. That's why I said I just had the most hardest time talking. Same thing with Phil. I had a hard time talking about. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. I can't do this. This is what this person showed me. A person to show you who they are. When you're meeting with that person, you interact, they're gonna show you. So it was difficult. But then at the same time, I had to say, Serena Williams, come on, Serena. You had a Black daddy that put you in a position to get money, and you do this? I'm heartbroken, same way. It pains me to talk bad about Serena Williams. It really does. But Serena Williams, you are committing genocide. And I love Serena Williams. I do. Still to this day. But you are contributing to genocide. We're not going to get a little cute little dark-skinned, nappy-headed little Serena. I think that would have been gorgeous. I think that would have been beautiful. Because she is the epitome of Blackness. No matter what anybody say about Serena, say what you want. That's Afrocentricity right there. That's the Afrocentricity y'all reject. Y'all don't like. Y'all call manly. But that's who we are. Cola Booth, I love you so much, Cola Booth. Because Cola Booth talks about this. I love Cola Booth with everything in me. I don't care if anybody say anything bad about Cola Booth, you gotta go. I will delete you off of here. If you say anything bad about Cola Booth, you cannot be in this chat. Cola Booth talks about, I remember she said, I'm paraphrasing her, in one of her lectures, how they used to say she ugly and she looked like a man. And Cola Booth said, I'm not ugly. She taught that Cola Booth is from the motherland. Okay. Cola Booth was rejected by her light-skinned grandmother because she was too dark. And Cola Booth became the mother of the whole dark-skinned movement. That's why I'm going to love this woman to death. I'm going to always love her. She can do no wrong. She can do no wrong. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care what y'all say. I don't agree with everything she's done. But you will not change the fact that she started this whole dark-skinned thing. Overall. Even before me. Because I'm honest enough to say that. She's not the dark-skinned activist. I created that. But as far as dark skin advocacy, she was the first to do it. And she talked about how she would say, this is how African women look. She's how African women look. She talked about that. She put that in my head. Thank you, Cola Booth. You put that in my head because you're right. You are so right, Cola Booth. Why is it that black men be rejecting black women that look like them? They'll say, oh, you look manly. Cola Booth put these things in my head. She's right. I experienced these things for being dark-skinned, simply for being dark-skinned. Anyway, before I go back to the video, I want to say thank you. Let me go back to that GoFundMe, because I want to make sure. Hold on. Kiana Lathan, thank you. Advise Media Network, thank you. Phil Advise, thank you. And Candace Williams, thank you for your donation. All those people, made a donation. And I want to thank you. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go ahead and screen share.
Now, when you're doing the show, you're doing like multiple shows as you're going along around the circuit and everything else. Is each one unique, or they just keep on having the same thing over and over again?
Yeah, it's the same show. I'm playing 5 different dark-skinned women, and what I do, and I was conflicted about this because someone that I was working with, they said, you can't keep putting your new life experiences into the show, and I said, wait a minute. This show is organic. Wow.
Yes.
So stuff that happens to me, I throw it in the show. Because I be so mad about it. And I can't go beat the person up. So I just go put it into
if you do want to hit somebody, hit to the
but that's a good thing, because now that makes each show unique, and everybody's gonna keep coming out and getting a different experience every time they come out.
Right. Which is great. Now you do the show. Is the show good therapy for you, that you can get a lot of your aggressions out?
That's exactly what it is. Because I be, like I said, I ain't gonna lie. I had a recent situation. I just came.
You ain't got no aggression right now.
I could, but no.
I said everything to the right.
It's a point to the man right there next to her.
No, I had a situation with darkism, and I was so angry with this particular person.
Right.
But I just redirected it into the show. I said, I'm gonna get this person in the show. I'm gonna get her. The revenge is gonna be for her.
I just want to ask you a question outside the show.
Sure.
What do you think about black men dealing with white women?
I want black men to stay with black women, and here's why. It's a political thing. I feel like we are in a war in terms of the black family. The black family is under destruction. And so the reason why black men and women need to stay together is that's how we get out of that war. I don't see any other way. So if the black man is leaving us, going off to, other races of women, who do we have there to sustain the family, to take care of the children, to economics? That's a big thing. Yeah. You're taking the economics. That's why I get upset with a lot of these athletes and entertainers, because they are black economic development. And if you are marrying or dating a non-black woman, you're taking black economic development out of the black community. I mean, people have argued with me online about this so much, but I'm over it. It just is what it is.
They say, but I love him.
Well, I understand that, but we also have to look at this side of the argument, that preference is a construct. People are always saying love is love, and it's a person's preference. We also, in the context of living in America, and our situation as people of African descent, preference has been constructed. The media has used different images to construct what black men like. I mean, we can. It's a proven fact. So you got a situation where you see these little black boys growing up watching TV. They're not seeing beautiful dark-skinned women like they should. They seeing the crazy ones. No, they seeing us act crazy and act the fool.
Right.
And so they,
shows. The darker the woman,
oh my God,
crazy.
It's a lot of darkism on reality shows. Yeah. Just recently, that chick on Love and Hip, I ain't gonna even talk about that right now. But she was tripping. She was tripping. saying that something about the dark-skinned women need to stop bleaching their skin. All these different things that we allude to to create conflict and to make dark-skinned women look bad. Yes, some of us are making our own selves look bad. I'm not going to sit up here and deny that. But the media as a whole does not put out enough positive images. I mean, they give us the token dark-skinned woman, like the Lauryn Hills and the Lupitas every now and then. But why can't it be in balance? Why can't we have the same number of dark-skinned women as we do non-dark-skinned women?
It's like what you said, how the media portrayed. Michael Jackson was ashamed of his blackness, you know, and that's when he started, you know, with the bleaching and everything.
Right. You climb trees.
Sammy Sosa, which is, you know, the whole body. You don't even know who Sammy is now.
Well, yeah, let's bring it around. Because obviously, you know we have a problem. And I like to always do this because, again, we can complain and talk to the cows come home, but we need to have solutions. Obviously, what you're putting out tonight and what you're doing on tour is a solution. Your books are solutions because it's giving people who may feel less of themselves an opportunity to feel empowered and strong and know that they're worth something. Give me a couple of steps. Somebody listens to the show today, maybe they're dealing with that. They're a person of darker hue or maybe even lighter hue and just dealing with that negative connotation that they're not really worth anything. Give me a couple of steps on what that person should do and how they can handle themselves to make them feel a little better.
Well, you have to look inside. First, look inside yourself. Because that's what I had to do. Take some time alone with yourself and to really examine what you're feeling. Look at yourself. If somebody is saying you're ugly, you look manly, these are some of the comments I've heard. I would stand in the mirror and look at myself and just deal with it. It was uncomfortable, but I would deal with it. And then another thing that you should do, which I've done as well, is go find somebody to talk to. Now, you have to be careful with the type of person that you talk to. Find somebody that you know that cares about you. Even me, people contact me all the time, that you know that cares about you, that is not going to judge you, and that you can really pour your heart out to and tell them how you're feeling. Because what I've learned is once you talk about it and get it out, like you were saying in therapy, it's therapeutic to get it out of you. So do that. And then in your families, because this is where it happens at a lot.
What cuts to his core.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Black people, we're going to have to stop treating the dark-skinned ones differently than the light-skinned. We're going to have to figure out a way to just be honest with ourselves and say, you know what? I am treating my light-skinned niece or nephew better than the darks. Stop doing that.
Even if it means having to focus and think about what you're doing. It's not good enough for what Rodeo said, oh, we just fall into this trap. No, maybe sometimes you have to have a conscious thought. It's like you have a conscious thought when you order food. You have a conscious thought when you spray deodorant on you. You know where you're putting that pressure at. Have a conscious thought.
Right.
We know that in certain situations that we have some work to do.
Right.
We have work to do in the Black community, the Hispanic community. We have work to do a lot of places. But I think by having these type of conversations and realizing there are some issues starts the healing process. Absolutely. If we just walk around, she the crazy. Like some of the things
she probably heard that too.
Well, some of the things right. They she the crazy. But these conversations are strong. So I can't continue the admiration because again, it's not easy to be a trailblazer. It's very easy to fall in line.
Oh yeah.
It's not hard to stand in front, but very hard to stand in front.
But now that you do it, has it improved you? Has it improved your family structure with you and your family? Oh, yeah. Now that you did the show and everything?
They have. They're a little bit nicer to me. It's still the tension that's there because people are this type of issue is so sensitive. People are in denial. They don't like to talk about the light skin. That makes people uncomfortable as hell.
That's like good hair, bad hair.
Oh my God.
You know, good hair, bad. Like you have women, I don't want that because they got my child to have good hair.
But they coming around. I mean, my brother, he came to my show in DC. He was one of the people.
But he was in the front or the back?
Oh, he was front row and center. He was right there helping me with everything. So they coming around slowly but surely. They're coming around and understanding where I'm coming from.
Will y'all be sitting at Thanksgiving in a few weeks together eating, breaking bread? That's a whole different thing.
All right. No, that ain't the reason I'm vegan, so I don't eat the turkey and stuff, and I don't feel like having a conversation about why.
I got a question for you. So now, because just for our audience and everything else, when you are helping them listen to people and everything else, what was one of the most heart-wrenching stories that you heard that really got to you?
I've heard people say they wanted to kill themselves more than once. That's it. That's really what it is. if the letters, I never say these people name out of respect, but if I could show people some of the letters I've gotten in my inbox, in my email inbox, and my Facebook, I'll be even shocked. Right. Some of these people be angry. They be it goes from anger to hurt. It's like this, they vacillating between the two. And it's like, that's why I say, this is serious. People think this is not a game. No. It's not. It's really not.
What you hit on earlier is like, when we asked you about, did you get it more white or black? You said, yeah, I get it both. But the reality is that a black person that's going through the same struggles would actually turn on me.
Right.
I think is where it really is raw and it hurts to the core. Got a few minutes left. And again, go out tonight, Black Women's Revenge Tour in Harlem. The address again is at the Maylist Documentary Center, 343 Malcolm X Boulevard in Harlem. For tickets, go visit queenofdarkskin.com, or could they buy it at the door?
Yes, they can buy tickets at the door. It's a little bit more expensive, $5 more, but
they can buy more money. So go buy tickets at the door. Rashida going home, relax right now. Go buy tickets at the door. Real quick, with this play, this one woman play, you've been going around, obviously, New York's the stop now. Give me the 3 to 5 year plan with this. Where do you see this going? Is this something that you see more just the Tyler Perry situation growing and alleviating to something that can be picked up? Is it something that you want to do for television? Is it a little bit of combination of both? What's the vision you have for this? Give me the storyboard.
First of all, take dark-skinned activism worldwide. Of course, through the medium of theater, and eventually the next step is television and film. And people continue to say to me, "Oh God, this should be on Netflix," or "This is like a movie." People have even told me, because some people think I'm crazy, but I'm not. They say, "You need a reality TV show." I'm like, "What?" But they be saying that stuff, and I'll be like, "Okay." But yes, my ultimate goal is to take it to film and television, because it's a topic that people have ignored. I gotta say real quick.
Yes.
I can't do this interview without mentioning this person. She's a mother of the dark skin movement. Please look her up. Cola Booth. Back in the 90s, she was, this lady, if it weren't for Cola Booth and Wallace Thurman, who wrote the book, The Blacker the Berry, in 1929. 1929, about a dark-skinned woman who was experiencing darkism in Harlem. Wallace Thurman. Those two people, I love them to death. Like, I love them to death. But where I see this going is film and television, because that's the natural progression. I'm just gonna keep touring, of course.
It has to be told. So
yes, it has
revolution, as they say, has to be televised.
Well, Queen, thank you so much for your time.
Before we jump on that, I just wanted to ask one other thing too, because even with the shows and the movies and everything else, do you ever think about like also trying to also branch out into like a therapeutic thing of having like therapy sessions, or having people coming up and start really bringing this more into the medical field as well?
That's an excellent question. I have thought about that, and I've been doing that without realizing it, because people contact me, and I'm like a counselor to these people, for years. But yes, that's an excellent idea to branch it out into that, and I actually do online sessions where dark-skinned people, and not just dark-skinned people, you'll be surprised.
Yes.
All races of people have came to my show. White people, Asian people, Hispanic people, they all come.
In every nationality.
Yes, in every nationality. So anybody is welcome. Like, I don't think for 1 minute that because I'm talking about dark skin. Let me tell you something. Studies have shown that this goes on in Asia, in India, of course, Africa, the West Indies. This is all over the world where we see darkism. So it is something that I want, it's a worldwide thing. It's not just with me. It started with me and me. Oh, I want me a black man. But it's bigger than that, Rashida. You can't be selfish.
Asiatic brother right here.